Hey whales, good morning. Let's recap the markets and go over Tesla. So with that said, let's jump into Tesla. So overall, guys, I'm still bullish. I'm staying cautiously bullish. And from the lows, right, we have a blue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing off a wave 1. And now there's two paths that can happen. The more corrective path is this WXY wave coming down for this wave 2. Or, surprise, wave 2's in already. And we won't break this low, and we'll take this alternative path and head towards $400 per share. It's still too early to tell, right? So, coming into next week, what I do expect is red days, guys. I do expect red days to happen. However, those red days, I do think the dips will be bought up quickly. So either we're going to be getting this red B wave to come down, or right, let's say all of this is a top already, and now we're coming down for this Y wave, right? So either or, right? The B wave or the blue Y wave. We just don't know yet, okay? But I do expect red days, and I do expect those dips to be bought up quickly. So make sure you have your cash ready. Make sure, you get your levels correctly. Some of the levels that I'm looking at for Tesla, right? So if Tesla does reach down here, again, closer to, let's say, the 270s to 250s, this is an obvious long position to take a chance at, right? The risk to reward's really good. You would, for instance, long here, put your stop loss underneath this low, and then you're targeting 404. So that's a 3-to-1 R&R. You should take that trade at any time of the day, right? It's just a favorable risk to reward scenario. So these are sort of the things that I'm looking at. Let's see. If you take a look at the VIX, let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX really tells us how the markets are reacting, right? A spike in the VIX is typically a drop in U.S. equities. So you can see we do have this trend line forming. The VIX hasn't reached there yet, so that's why I do expect some red days to come through. You can also see, if we zoom in just a little bit more on the 30-minute time frame, this is starting to look a little bit more impulsive, like a bullish structure. Okay, so looks like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then working on a series of 4s and 5s. So you can see something like this, maybe a triangle starts to form, and then a breakout, and then a reaction like this. Okay, so VIX looks like, maybe Monday would come down to U.S. equities might be green, and then ultimately, as the week goes by, it'll turn red, right? So that's sort of what it's looking like for the VIX. Again, I can't predict it. It's just sort of my sentiment moving forward, just to make sure I have my game plan ready for trades, right? And then for the S&P 500, you can also see we are getting top heavy here, guys. Overall in blue 1, 2, still work on that series of 3s, 4s, 5s, but you can see on the shorter time cycles in red, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth wave is in. So we're in a sort of a corrective sequence here. We don't know if this wave 4 is going to hold, or if like all of this is a wave 3 coming down for a deeper blue 4. Okay, so it's still a little bit too early to tell, right? But again, I do expect dips to be bought up quickly. The only warning signs that you see is sort of like, you get sort of this wedge that broke, okay? And then, like I mentioned in my previous videos, you also see RSI. You have a higher high on price, but you have a lower high on RSI, which shows a clear bearish divergence. So if this turns to a bearish divergence, it can clearly do something like this, right? And then reset the indicators before, again, going higher. So this is why we have to be a little bit careful here, okay? This isn't the level to swing big, in my opinion, on the markets. Let it sort of reveal itself. Only day trading mentality at this point. The VIX is starting to uptrend as well, like I mentioned, right? The VIX is starting to uptrend. So just be careful in terms of what you're looking at. Now, Tesla is trading a bit in second dimension, which means that it's trading a little bit differently. So we'll keep monitoring here, but I do expect red days, whether it's a red B or coming down for this black 2. I'm getting ready and getting prepared for next week. So looking forward to making a lot of money. And yeah, see you guys soon.